BoogieKnights in the heart of 117. Back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. If you could, do your boy a favor and smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Today we're here to talk about another TWT league, fantasy football league trade that went down. Another mega trade. We got Christian McCaffrey being traded from Team KG with the Heat to Team BoogieKnights. That's my brother Thomas. We got KG the Heat trading away Christian McCaffrey to Team BoogieKnights. Thomas teams Mike Evans and running back Damon-D.Pierce. Damon-D.Pierce plays for the Houston Texans. So we got Christian McCaffrey, who's a big player, right, in fantasy football, being traded for Mike Evans, who is also a big player in fantasy football. And the blockbuster trade. NFL today, DS. NFL today in a couple hours, my G. NFL is in about 6 hours, my G. But I'm talking about a trade that happened in the fantasy football league. My brother Thomas, my TWT brother Thomas, traded away Mike Evans and Damon-D.Pierce for Christian McCaffrey of Team KG with the Heat. Let me run this store real quick, and I'm running here my house right down the street. I'm headed home, my house right down the street. I'm gonna run this store, grab me some cigars. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna show you their stats and everything on the computer. We ain't gonna be here too long. About 8 to 10 minutes. Y'all know what's going on. Give me a second. Watch my cop for a second, DS. Yo, but yeah, we got another blockbuster trade. Yep, NFL parlay, Jack. We got another blockbuster trade, man, that just went down. I'm about to show y'all the schematics of it when I get back to the crib. You know what I mean? Thomas, the BoogieKnights team, BoogieKnights. The owner that just landed Christian McCaffrey that traded away Mike Evans. That's actually the team that I play today in my fantasy football league team, BoogieKnights. Team Memphis Hustle, which is my team, made 2 trades. Yesterday, I traded away Josh Jacobs, Hunter Henry, and I traded away Corey Davis, and I ended up getting Darrell Henderson from the Rams, Jarvis Landry from the Saints, and I got the Vikings defense as well. So the TWT league, we've been pretty fucking busy, as far as these trades go early. You know what I mean? We talk sport. We, made the first trade of the league. And then shortly after, we talk sports in the DC Snipers, Dwayne Freeman. We talk sports in the DC Snipers made a trade. And then the Memphis Hustle and Team Damon Man, my partner, K Savoy, my brother K Savoy. He got in on the trade action. And then we had late night, in the wee hours of the night, late night, we had KG with the Heat and Boogie Man with the surprise trade of the day. So just in our first week of fantasy football, we had no movement in the first week. after the first set of games, we actually had no movement at all. But right before, game number 2, literally the day before game number 2, that Friday and Saturday before game number 2 that weekend, I personally, am the one that kicked off the trades. And once the first one went, we had 2, then 3, and now we at the 4th trade of the league. And I think the league now is about to get good. You know what I mean? You got some teams who stayed fast and they sat on their picks, they sat on their players in hopes they get good. You had other teams who wanted to make, moves to ensure, that they were well. We'll see which GMs, made the right moves and whatnot. Hold on, I'm finna run inside the house real quick so I can show y'all these stats. Yo, okay, I'm back. The tea time should be going down in a segment here. Let me get this screen up so I can show y'all. Exactly what the hell going on this morning. I'm gonna do my formal live stream in a minute. My fight recap. Do that about 7 in about 30 minutes. Let me get it up so y'all can see what we got twerking with. We had Christian McCaffrey of Team KG with the Heat. McCaffrey had 10 attempts last week, 33 yards and 1 touchdown. He didn't have a great game last week, right? He would have underperformed. Well, he did underperform considering that it's Christian McCaffrey, right? But he still did a decent job considering, everything as a whole, right? But I just lost my seat out there quick. He would have had a terrible performance, right? But this is a PPR league, so you get points for every reception. And McCaffrey was able to reel in 4 receptions on 24 yards. You know what I mean? So those 4 receptions, those 4 points, that ended up helping out Christian McCaffrey. He's looking for a bounce back week, right? He will be looking for a bounce back week this week. He didn't have his best week last week, but it's Christian McCaffrey, a guy with high value. You can expect a guy with as much value as Christian McCaffrey, to bounce back. Mike Evans, Team KG-BoogieKnights, traded Mike Evans for Christian McCaffrey. Mike Evans last week, 5 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. When I first heard this move, right, it was kind of a head scratcher to me. Like, I get Christian McCaffrey has, good value, but Mike Evans had a damn good week last week. Mike Evans is also one of the top fantasy players. You know what I mean? Now, historically, right, McCaffrey maybe is a slightly better player, but Mike Evans and McCaffrey, and especially with the game that Mike Evans just had last week, you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting, this move, but I get it. Mike Evans, McCaffrey, both are major players, so I get it. Makes perfect sense. And then you had Pierce as to throw in, to sweeten the deal up just a little bit more, for that McCaffrey. You know what I mean? Because historically, McCaffrey will be a better play than Mike Evans, but Mike Evans is still a great play in itself. So you throw in another player in that mix, and it just takes your deal, from one level through the roof, right? But Pierce was to throw in, but the big trade today, like the big hitters today, it was Christian McCaffrey for Mike Evans. We had KG with the Heat trading away Christian McCaffrey to Team KG-BoogieKnights, which is my guy Thomas, for Mike Evans. The league right now, week 2 gonna tell us a lot, right? You got people that's 1-0, you got people that's 0-1. The league is about to balance itself out. the league is about to balance itself out right now. I think, you know what I mean. The teams who go 2-0 this week, right? There are going to be a lot of teams that go 2-0. Going to be teams that go 1-1, right? The majority of the teams this week are going to be 1-1. So if you're one of those 2-0 teams after the first week, then you know you would be in a pretty good shape. You know what I mean? Being 1-1, you will kind of be in the mix and in the pack with everybody else. So it's important, you know, for the teams this week to go. It's important for the teams this week, you know, to get that win. Type deal to create separation, you know, instead of just being, you know, in the pack, which is why that I made some moves, you know, to begin with. I feel like I had a good team, you know, with the Memphis Hustle, but I felt like I was a couple, you know, moves away. Like I didn't need I didn't trade any of my key pieces, right? I didn't trade any of my, you know, my major pieces, but I traded, you know, some key pieces, some bench guys, you know what I mean, to try to create, you know, more depth. I needed more. I'm gonna put me some money. So I needed more wide receiver depth. So that's the move that I tried to do with this trade I'm looking at right now. I talked to my guy Thomas, right? My guy Thomas said that he wasn't too sure about Mike Evans this week. You know, so he said to me that he wanted to make a move. I didn't think Thomas was really going to pull the trigger, but he went out and got him a Christian McCaffrey. Now I could see how that, you know, could be an upgrade, but I think as good as Mike Evans is, right? Mike Evans and Christian McCaffrey, they'll probably do about the same.
I'm the captain of the PA.
They will probably do about the same numbers. You know what I mean? In my mind, type deal. So this is an even trade. There's not really a winner or a loser here. This was mainly like a field trade. Like the owners felt that this trade would make, you know, a difference. This wasn't necessarily. I don't see a winner or a loser here. I think both these guys, you know, are winners as far as this one goes. It's really just going to be matchups, and really, if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy, so I think that's going to play a big part of it as well. Christian McCaffrey can be healthy. Because I think Mike Evans is, you know, he's pretty much going to be there. You can pretty much slot him in as an everyday, you know, kind of guy. McCaffrey is an everyday back, right? But the injury bug sometimes bites McCaffrey. So there's that aspect when it comes, you know, to Christian McCaffrey. But overall, I like the trade for both guys. I could say this is an even trade. You know, we had a few even trades. I made a trade with Damon Man. I think Damon Man won that Chris Godwin trade right now. He don't get instant results out of it, but you know, if Chris Godwin is anything like he's supposed to be, Damon Man's most definitely going to win the end of that trade. So I will give Damon Man a B plus on that trade, and myself a C plus on that trade because I feel the need. But when you look at the trade as a totality, you know, Damon Man is probably going to make out better in that trade if Godwin, you know, comes back like we think he's going to come back. The first trade, we talked sports. Myself, we traded Henderson, Jacobs. You know, those were the two pieces. We added Chris Davis and the Bengals tight end Hurst, and we added Hurst. I think that trade also, you know, we broke even as well. So the two biggest trades this week was Josh Jacobs of the Raiders for Darrell Henderson, of the Rams running back for running back, and now Christian McCaffrey for Mike Evans, you know, running back, wide receiver. But I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long. Make sure y'all tune in to the fight, to the post-fight reaction, which we're about to crank up in about 30 minutes. You know what I mean? It is football Sunday. We will be coming back to watch the football games a little later, but we go talk, you know, some boxing after this, and then we're going to go straight over to Dwayne Freeman's football show, and then we go come back for the football watch party afterwards. But greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through this joint. Team KG with the Heat and Team BoogieKnights came together and they made a trade. They traded Christian McCaffrey for Mike Evans, and also Team KG with the Heat got Damon Pierce as a throw-in into the trade. But that's all I got, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long. Skinny Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.